What's up, everybody? We in the house today. And you notice J Sims the Lion not here to do that fantastic intro he always do. But I'm here. Doc is in the house. I think I can hold it down a little bit until he get back. So today we got a special show for y'all. And this is something that is at the center of why we doing everything we doing. Our goal is to help make better families, help make better men, just help people get to where they want to be. And a part of that is self-improvement, and we need to improve our finances and the way we do business. So that's why we're here today. Paul and I have been talking about this for a minute, waiting to get on, and we finally lined up schedules where we can get on and talk about this. So I got my friend Paul, who is the creator of the TrendnUp Facebook group. It's a private group where he gives out some knowledge and everything about crypto, some investments. So go ahead and go to that and join. The link should be in the comments. If not, I'll put it up there. So yeah, Paul, what's going on, brother?
Good morning, brother. I'm happy that we can finally get this knowledge out a little more to the people. How's your day going, man?
Oh, always good, man. Always good. Got a lot of stuff to be thankful for. You know, I'm here, got my little studio set up, ready to go. God bless me to be here and try to help some folks. So that's what it's all about. I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm doing great. So let's jump right into it. A little bit about me. I'm just a
Yeah.
person who, in around about 2020, got interested in crypto, learned a little bit about it. And as I began to see the market grow,
Mm.
I began to learn more, take some investments. So, no, I'm not expert on crypto. I am a person taking a journey. And also, I want to expose this type of information because I don't want people like us to be the last to find out about these things. Because this has changed the financial situation of a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people so far. And it's only 13 years old, 14 years old. Um, and I would love to allow people to get more information on
Mm.
the crypto space so that we as a people can also change our financial situation. I would love for this to be a topic at dinner tables. I would love this to be a topic at homes on Saturday mornings or Saturday afternoons so that
Right.
we be more reliant on ourselves.
Oh, there it is. I mean, what you said was a mouthful. Crypto is a big thing.
It is
Actually, I would say that the market, not just the crypto market, but the everything market is shifting more to a seller communicating with buyer and the businesses that were the middleman. So I would say like the banks, the
right.
car dealerships, all that stuff, they're being bypassed because of the prices. I talked to a guy, a real estate guy, and he said that the way housing prices are going up, what's going to end up happening is that people are going to do seller finance deals. So they're not going to even use mortgage companies anymore because the interest rates are so high. They're going to cut a deal with the person that owned the house and pay them directly. They become their own bank. And I see more of that happening all the time.
And that's what's so unique and what
Mm.
give population value to crypto is that it is peer to peer. So now just imagine you can do those transactions peer to peer, no
Right.
cash, right over the network in minutes. You don't have to go to your bank to do it. You don't have to rely on anybody else because crypto is person to person.
Right.
If I wanted to purchase your services or buy something or even send you a gift in crypto, I can do that and have nobody else involved. Yes, we all know everything comes with a little bit of fee to make the
Hmm.
you keep the networks and services working.
Right.
But it just puts the power back into the people's hands for to be responsible for your finances and what you're doing with it.
You know what, Paul, let's, because we got questions coming in already. Um, So let's go ahead and jump in it. So this is what we got. So this is the first question. Jamel asked this, is Bitcoin similar? But I guess we can answer that question with this question. So what is crypto? And Jamel, listen up, man, because he about to go ahead through it. And also, if you are an expert in crypto and you want to come up and say something, we're more than welcome. We'll have a section for that. And you can come in and, share the knowledge. That's what we all about. We all working with one another. So, all right, Paul. So what you got for us, man? What is crypto?
So the simple definition of what is crypto. Crypto is a digital or virtual currency or asset that uses cryptography.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know cryptography is a word that we probably don't understand, so I'm gonna break it down to you. Cryptography is the process of coding that allows one sender
Mm-hmm.
to send something to a direct recipient without knowing either party. All you
Okay.
need is to know where did they want to send a wallet address, and we'll get back more into the wallet address.
Okay. So basically, it's just a way for people to exchange things,
Thing.
and this money between one another without the middleman. For example, if you go to the store and let's say you got your debit card, you swipe your debit card to pay for something.
Right.
Now with that, the amount you paid come out of your bank account and go to the other person's bank account. But the credit card company is in the middle.
It's in the middle, still in the middle.
Crypto, there is no middle. It's direct.
There is no, it's direct as me putting it in your hand.
Cash in your hand. Just getting like paid under the table. So I'm gonna circle back because he had another question. But let's go back to this. Is Bitcoin similar? So what you got to say on that, Paul?
I would like to know what are we comparing Bitcoin to?
Okay, so what I think he's asking is crypto similar to Bitcoin?
Oh, Bitcoin is cryptocurrency. It is a type of cryptocurrency.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. There are several.
Go ahead.
Types. There are several different cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, that blew my mind. It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them.
It's a bunch of them. Bitcoin is got its relevant because it was the first to act, and see, it's not the first cryptocurrency ever. It's just the first that actually solved the issues of making it peer-to-peer, where when you send an amount, it actually comes out of your account and goes to that person with at a fast rate, with a low tax on it. I mean, not necessarily tax, but and its relevance gave it its value.
A big cuz on the on the stream today, and this is what he said, because he does a lot of stuff in crypto. So cuz when we open that up, if you want to come up and say a little something, if you're still on, you're welcome. Appreciate you participating in the chat. But look, there's about 15,000 different coins out there.
Different coins too. And it's a rabbit hole. So you don't want to just jump out there and try to jump in and all 15,000. You probably gonna not enjoy the experience.
See, yeah, because like when you and I talk, it's like how in the world you decide which one to buy, because it's a new one coming out. Like it was Bitcoin, then Dogecoin, then Shiba Inu, now ApeCoin is coming up.
Yeah,
which we that's a real circle back to that. Because that's one of the questions. But so let's go to this one. how is it like stocks and other investments? Because people say if it's money and people say that they're investing in it, how in the world does it make you money?
Okay, so this is how cryptocurrencies make you money.
Mm,
So each cryptocurrency has most cryptocurrencies. I can't say each because you have the meme coins who have literally most of them have no usage. It's just hype, and that's one of the dangerous ones to get in. You need to do a lot of research if you're thinking about getting the meme coins. They can be great, but
mm,
so price, right? Dollar amount,
mm-hmm.
utility. What is the coin purpose? One of the coins that I like is the Chronos coin.
Okay.
I dug into the Chronos coin and I figured out that um it was one of the first coins that was created to allow people to use their everyday crypto on everyday purchases. So they came
Okay.
out with a card. So
So they got like a
imagine
little debit card,
they have a
basically.
debit card.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But tied to the blockchain, not a bank.
Okay. So
So, and
go ahead. Go ahead. Keep cooking.
so with that, just imagine, we've seen that is something that, okay, now I have this coin.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do with it? How can I use it? I see price going up.
Right.
What can I do with it? How can I withdraw my funds? Well, Crypto.com has solved that issue by allowing you to use that card. You can go to certain ATMs and withdraw money from it. You can go to the store and buy things from it. They're accepted in a bunch of different places that Visa card, and they're attached to Visa. We know
Okay.
Visa is a card that's accepted everywhere. So
So that's what
that
I was
is
going to ask.
a reason. Yeah, that is a reason for me to invest in it. I mean, invest in it to see what it's doing, to see if I'm going to invest my money and to see the price go up. And the more a coin gets population value,
Mm,
the more value goes up, just like we see with Amazon back in the day.
okay.
So this is how it's related to stock. Amazon, Apple, um, Google, when these things first came out, they had a purpose.
Right.
The more the population used the purpose, population value grew, the company grow, they get more innovative, price grow.
So when you say the price, now from what I understand, it's something like, let's say for instance, you had Bitcoin, which I'm gonna throw this up here, because say beginners should focus on Bitcoin, is and I can see that, it's more of a stable thing. It's been around for a while. It's not new. It's not something that's just going to jump up and disappear. Um, but what I was saying though is like it seems like, let's say if you buy some Bitcoin, right, and I'm gonna use some small numbers. Then you buy it and it's worth 10 cents, and then more
Mm-hmm.
people start getting it, and they expand how many coins out there. All of that stuff. Now it's worth 20 cents. So now
Mm-hmm.
whatever you bought for 10 cents is worth twice as much. So that is kind of similar to like an investment. You invest in stocks the same way. Especially remember when AMC was going through that. Oh well, no, we'll take it back further. GameStop. when
GameStop,
when the game,
2020. That's
yeah,
when it all started for me.
uh-huh,
2019, 2000. The COVID-19
yeah,
market crash and crash hard. We looked like we was
yeah,
going into a recession almost.
mm-hmm,
And people who got into GameStop when the price was low, some of those people retired.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I mean,
and
it's
that's a
it's
good thing to do, you
that
know.
that's true. So here's the next question: how do you buy it? maybe I should have said invest in it. I should use the word invest, but I'll just say buy. So how in the world do you buy it? Like how do all that work?
Okay, so there are a few ways now. There are more ways now to buy crypto than it was years ago. There are a lot of apps. There's apps like Coinbase,
Mm.
Crypto.com, I believe FTX, um, that you can download. Even PayPal and
And Cash App let you
Cash App
buy it too.
allow you to buy Bitcoin.
Mm.
Um, some of the other apps allow you to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a bunch of other coins, which we call altcoins. So mainly, an altcoin is any other coin that's not mainly Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's an alternative to the big ones. Um, so there, and thing about it is, with most of these apps, you have to have a debit card,
Right.
driver's license, prove your identity. But once you get that, once you prove that you, with your debit card and your identity, you're now, according to your transaction, your wallet address.
Okay.
Here's the thing about investing in crypto. Um, so you have those apps, and then you have what I call wallets,
Mm-hmm.
such as a Chrome extension named MetaMask, and I do believe they're coming out with a app.
Right.
You also have the Crypto.com DeFi app. Coinbase has a DeFi app. You
Mm.
have Trust Wallet, and these are different places where you still have to use a card or import crypto from somewhere else, like your Cash App.
Right.
'Cause that's something I've done. Maybe my bank card was acting funny, so I just transferred my money from my bank account to my Cash App, buy some Bitcoin. I already have a crypto app. I just transfer it from my Cash App wallet to my crypto app.
Okay.
Pay gas fees, but it's just, another way that shows that banks are uh losing power right now,
Mm-hmm.
and the power is now, and the responsibility for your finances is now, can now be in your hands. It can
Right.
now be your responsibility.
Now I wouldn't doubt if the banks start creating their own wallets.
Well, I didn't want to go there, but I I have very interesting conversations all the time with all different types of people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I have talked to a few people, and of course, they do not want to give up that control. They,
No.
I do expect
Mm-hmm.
that they will start creating wallets so that they can still have some control and still get some fees
Yep.
from processing your transactions through their network.
That's right. That's right. So I guess in a nutshell, if you're a beginner, how do you buy crypto? One, you could use something like Cash App, put money in the
Mm,
Cash App, then buy the Bitcoin that way. Um, and then you can also you have to sign up for a wallet, and those are
right.
usually free, right?
Yes, the wallets are free. I prefer some people can do it on their phone,
Mm-hmm.
but the safest way to own your crypto is to either put it on a ledger, and that's just, I recommend anybody do. And one of the biggest, let me stop real quick.
All right.
One of the biggest phrases in crypto is do your own research.
Okay.
Just do not go into an investment in any type of investment, especially in the crypto space, and you do not do your own research.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of ways that you can research tokens. We can go to the YouTube University.
Well, hold on,
And
hold on. Don't, we're not giving that because that's the next question.
okay, my bad, my bad, my
That's
bad.
the next question.
But I just have to in talking about crypto, the
Yeah.
main thing about it is just like with any time you're in making any type of conscious investment, is you want to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into.
So let me ask you this. You know, Big Cuz say beginners should focus on Bitcoin. So let's say we take his advice. I want to do Bitcoin. Now, what can I do today after we finish this live stream? If I wanted to say, okay, I'm gonna do some Bitcoin stuff, what do I need to
Mhm.
do?
Most people have Cash App. Uh, if a person wanted to, well,
Just to get in, just to put your foot in the door.
just to put your foot in the door, if you just wanted to grab some,
Mm-hmm.
Cash App.
All right.
Be accessible for your bank. For most, if your bank account is already tied to it, Cash App.
All right.
Um, that would be that. Or if you have PayPal, I believe PayPal. I don't use PayPal, so
Mm-hmm.
um, the fact PayPal allows you to get Bitcoin or Ethereum. I like Ethereum and Bitcoin. I think we have to pair the two, like we pair gold and silver.
Okay.
Uh, but but definitely Bitcoin. But Cash App.
Okay. So
Yeah.
go ahead and use your Cash App, hit the thing to buy some Bitcoin, and at least start investing in it that way. And you know what I learned? I had this little thing, and I it's like I listen to people talk, and sometimes they say things, and it take a minute. And I might be doing something else, and then all of a sudden it's like, bam, it hit. The dude said, "Yeah, I invest in Bitcoin. You know, like I do a couple dollars here and there. So, and it didn't hit. I don't know why that thing didn't sit on me until then. It's like, okay, well, you know what? Payday come, you pay your bills, you do all that stuff. You might have $100 left over. Now, I ain't saying throw the whole 100 in there, but you can go ahead and throw 5 or 10 in there, whatever, till you feel comfortable, and just do a
Point.
little bit at a time."
And see, I know Bitcoin is, I believe, really close to between 45 and 50K right now.
Yeah,
And people be, yo, that's too much to, I'm not going to get a whole Bitcoin. But one thing we have to understand about the price of all cryptocurrencies is that they come down,
yeah.
they go up,
Mm-hmm.
down, they go up. But if we look at Bitcoin from a year ago and we look at Bitcoin from today, let's not even go a year ago. No, December
Uh-huh.
33,000. Say you would have took $20, $10, and I'm not, telling anybody what to do. Just
Mm-hmm.
suggest, like you said, $5, $10. You would have gained money just holding Bitcoin from December to now.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that's what we need to understand is that it's about value of something and
Right.
increasing, investing or putting money in something that's going to increase in value. For example, think about this. Back in the day, we used to have Sears and Kmart and Walmart used to have the layaway.
Mm-hmm.
And you would go there, your mama and daddy, they go there and get you Christmas. Now, you know what you got for Christmas, the most stuff, but they put it on layaway. And then they go and, they pay on it until they get it. I used to do that back in the day, man. I used to love some Jordans, man. This back
Yeah.
when Jordans was like 125. I used to love them, man. But I'll go to Foot Locker, Foot Action, Finish Line, and you go ahead and say, I want to put them on there. Where you put your 25% down, get 3 months to pay it off. And you go and drop a little bit, and then there you go, you got your J's. So kind of get in our mind that investing in Bitcoin, even though it's worth $54,000 for one, but you're putting some on layaway, and guess what? It's still going to appreciate. So we need to stop putting our assets into things that appreciate. For example,
Yeah.
people get money, and you know what they're gonna buy? They're gonna buy shoes, they're gonna buy clothes, which you need that stuff, but they don't put it into the things that grow or work for them. It's crazy,
And
but it ain't crazy.
so,
We just don't know.
yes. So one of the things that I that made me invest in cryptocurrencies is that um, I wanted to put the responsibility of my financial future, not my
Mm-hmm.
financial right now, in my hand.
Right.
And uh, looking at the growth of the coins right now, knowing that the market is still very young and is steadily getting more innovative,
Mm-hmm.
growing, getting more and more adoption. Like, think about this: Bitcoin, I believe, is El Salvador, if I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
is now uh, backing their currency off of Bitcoin, like you do
Mm.
gold back in it.
Right.
There are now countries, and they feel like 45,000, 50,000 is a low number.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and another thing I've learned is I want to do this long term.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about that because that's how I am. I'm
There,
a long term
there,
guy.
there are some things. Uh, I've made some small investments over the last couple of years, just kind of get a gauge and a feel for the market. Learn because I didn't want to make a big investment and
Mm-hmm.
you fall. Uh, I wanted to grow, learn, make sure I can consistently see my portfolio grow.
Right.
Um, so I um, I started putting in like $20 uh, every time I got paid,
Okay.
uh, and that was enough for me. I
Mm-hmm.
got paid week, and now my portfolio has grown. Um, you know,
So is there?
you have to take your time with it. So just
Okay.
like you do with stocks and your 401k plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, most companies give out a 401k plan. They're investing in stock. In
Right.
the near future, they're going to be investing in crypto for you. I
Right.
wanted to say I wanted to take control of my financial future. So I began to look at coins that I thought had long-term value
Mm-hmm.
and do my study on the coin. And when I now put my money in these coins, I am confident in it just as if I will be investing in Amazon,
All
even
right.
down to the
Yeah, we know Amazon ain't going nowhere. I mean,
it's
it's
not.
and the way that the economy is shifting. Um, like I said earlier, I think that is everything because of the prices of stuff is shifting more toward peer to peer kind of transactions. Even buying cars, um, buying real estate, like we talked about, buying the house. Those things. People are just starting to deal with one another and not deal
Right.
with the middleman because it's cost so much and
It
people
does.
not getting paid
And,
at the right amount.
absolutely.
So here go the last question, and after this we'll open it up. Now I know you're gonna go off on this because I know when you and I talked, well, you started going. I was like, oh, okay, we gotta save it. We gotta save it. But how do I decide what to invest in?
Okay. So I talked a little bit about Crypto.com. Um, do your own research. If a person wanted to invest in Bitcoin, it's kind of easy to know what Bitcoin is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so much news on it. There's so much to understand about it now. But if you wanted to get in something not as notable as Bitcoin, um, you should look for when you look up a coin, you can Google any coin. There are places, uh, there are websites like Coin Market Cap, CoinGecko, Crypto.com Coin, where you can go on there and look for the coins white paper. The
Okay.
coin white paper tells you the purpose, things that they are doing, how they're begin to partner with other things, and what they are doing to stay relevant, so that you can invest. Just like I, I have to go back to the stock question. Just as the stocks, if Amazon's not doing anything more to be innovative, then people are going to start pulling their money out. So
Mm-hmm.
do your research on these coins. You talked about ApeCoin,
Yeah.
right?
That's the new thing coming up in the news.
That's the new thing coming up. So let's talk about ApeCoin. Um, and this is not a reason to invest in ApeCoin. I'm just going to put the facts out there that I know of. So ApeCoin came out because it is directly tied to a group of entities called the Bored Ape Yacht Club. The
Okay.
Bored Ape Yacht Club are a group of digital assets that look like a monkey. However, it has a bunch of different faces, so forth and so on. But what makes it valuable is that you have celebrity uh, buying into them, giving it
Mm-hmm.
more value. Now they are even planning events for a yacht club members. So just imagine you bought it for a yacht club
Mm-hmm.
when it first came out. Before the celebrities got in there, you got it at a nice price, and now now you own one, and it's worth a lot of money. And now when they have these events, you can now be around people like Eminem, Snoop Dogg, just because you're tied into the NFT. So
Right.
what they did was to create their own community. They created their own coin,
Mm-hmm.
ApeCoin. So knowing that ApeCoin is directly tied to for a yacht club, knowing what a yacht how board a yacht club is growing,
Mm-hmm.
give a person reason to look into putting their money into for a yacht. I mean the ApeCoin,
Right.
because you can definitely see that coin price can definitely go
So
from where is that to a higher price.
so basically what you're saying though, we gotta look into what they plan on doing with the coin, who else is interested in it.
Yeah.
Um because I
What,
think
what is this purpose? And what is this purpose?
so let's
Just
talk
like,
about that. What do you mean by that?
okay, so Crypto.com purpose is to help people use their crypto on a regular basis through a
Okay.
credit. Right now, that is not something that you can do unless you have a wallet,
Right.
and that
Mm-hmm.
company accepts crypto as a currency.
Mm-hmm.
So what Crypto.com basically does is, as you pay in crypto, it transfers it to regular money for you without having to go through all the process of
Right.
switching this coin for that coin, make it
Okay.
readily accessible.
So
So the
hold on.
more,
So let's say for instance, based on what you just said, let's say if I got a little bit of Bitcoin, I got some Ape coin, I got Dogecoin, and I can
mhm,
use that and like it's collectively like one store of money and then it'll transfer form it into money. So I can have a bunch of different ones and then it'll if I want to use it.
and if you wanted to use it, what you do is you would use their card,
Mm-hmm.
a cash register, just like you use any other debit card, and it
Mm-hmm.
will automatically transfer that your currency into a stable. Their governance coin, their blockchain coin is called Chrono. So I do believe you might need Chrono,
Right.
but how easy is it to say, I want to spend $100 today at the store. I'm gonna transfer some ape coin, $100 worth of ape coin into Chrono so I can spend it out of my instead of having it going to the bank
Right. 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 Okay.
or
So
checking
there
your
are a couple. I'm saying there are a couple extra steps, but it's I
there
guess that's
are
handled behind the scenes.
right. you wouldn't have to necessarily make every last step.
Mm-hmm.
Once you transfer your uh you have to put it in your fiat wallet. So you'll transfer your currency that you want to use to spend at the store, transfer to your fiat wallet, and through your fiat wallet you can use your card
All right.
at
Now,
the
when you say fiat wallet, that's what we was talking about earlier, like
right.
the crypto wallet, basically.
Okay, so your fiat wallet is consisted of stable coin. We know each country has a different type of currency.
Right.
USD, JP. You have the yen, you have dollar, you have the
Right.
pound.
British
Uh,
pound.
absolutely. And so there are cryptocurrency that are consistent with that same price. So as you make transactions, you go dollar for dollar,
Okay.
basically. And those coins stay the same price as regular currency. So the transactions are consistent. There's no nobody loses in the end, you
Okay.
know.
Oh,
So
that is
if I want to spend $150, I take $150 out of my Chronos, put it in my fiat wallet, use my card, and it'll pay them in the USD stable coin because I'm in the United States.
right. Hmm. So I think there it seems like the companies or the entities is trying to find a way to make the streamline this thing and to get it to where regular people can use
It's a
it.
it'll be every day process. Actually, let's real quick. The beginning of March. So this is why I believe this that these talks are important. And I thank everybody for tapping in this far. I should have did this in the beginning. In the beginning of March, President Joe Biden signed an executive order
Mm.
to the United States to come up with a central banking digital currency. Now we
Yep.
know this of currency has always transitioned. We have went from barter and trade to actually go barter and trade plus like
Mm.
gold, silver, and precious stone
Right.
to a paper dollar
Mm-hmm.
to credit card.
Yep. That was said that what people don't realize credit, everything is
And credit
right now is
is
backed by
actually
credit.
and and credit is actually a type of digital currency.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not a cryptocurrency because your identity is still shown
Mm-hmm.
through
Exactly.
so that's why it's not considered a cryptocurrency. And that's why cryptocurrency, that's what the importance of your identity being hidden is given cryptocurrency is value. Um,
And that's
so
why I want to say that I saw something about Russia
mhm.
going to crypto. They got to because they didn't cut them off for the other stuff, so they might as well just jump in crypto.
So just imagine this. Say ah, I'm trying not to go too far, but because I want to open it up because like I say, but this is very important. So Joe Biden, let me get back to this, signed an
All right, go
executive
ahead.
order, gave them 6 months to come up with their research to for the central banking digital currency.
Mm-hmm.
The United States is doing their due diligence right now to make the shift.
Uh-huh.
So it's April. We 5 months into that research. They have already proposed a bill for a United States crypto wallet.
Mm-hmm.
We really no longer have to have cash. And do your own research. Google it. Look it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. It's there. Let's pay attention to what's really going on. No longer be distracted by the things that don't matter in the long run. These things are the transitions that are happening now are very, very important. So these things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, it might take 10 years." Well,
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden, 6 months in March.
Right.
A new just came out within a month period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, the United States digital wallet is proposed to do is allow people to use it over your phone, and like and we see it, we've seen the technology already in a way with
Right.
tap your phone to pay
Yeah.
for something.
Oh
But
yeah.
they won't allow you. I mean, so this is not far fetched. We have already been trending in this way already
Mm,
for
mm.
years. But now let's talk about it though. Let's
All
put it
right.
in the forefront, you know? So so you can use your phone to pay for stuff with crypto. The
Mm-hmm.
United States, we know, does not want to be left behind in anything. They
No.
want to be one of the forerunners in the crypto space. So
Mm-hmm.
let's not be taken in by our own thoughts, and let's really look at what's going on. A lot of people
Right.
are not getting ready for this transition that's going to happen. It may be slow, it may be fast. We don't know. Um, but it is happening, not going
Yeah.
to happen. The
They just
process
gotta.
is started.
I
We
think they.
as people can no longer be left behind,
No.
which is why I started the group.
Yeah. Two things. One, yeah, it's gonna happen. It is. The rate of time it's gonna happen, I don't know. It depends on. I think to me, when they figure out how they can tax it and do all that, then
Hmm.
it's on.
Well,
Um.
excuse me again.
Oh, go on. Go ahead.
The the wallet is supposed to still provide the security of cryptocurrencies. It's still supposed to, but they're trying to figure out how, like you said, how the fees are going to work
Mm-hmm. Now,
because.
there was. This is what I think is what could happen. Years ago, Neil Bortz and Senator, what was his name? I don't remember his name right now, but they tried to propose something called a fair tax. And what fair tax was that the instead of paying income tax all the time every year, what the fair tax would do is charge a tax on stuff people use all the time. So for instance, on groceries, you would have like 10% tax or something like that. And then the people would get a check every month to cover the amount of what they said the base necessities would be. And it would essentially cut out the IRS. So I think on this, it's the same thing. I think that when this stuff coming on, they're going to figure out a way to tax it. IRS may or may not disappear, or it may morph into something else. I mean, it's, we don't know. But as an investment, I think that it's a decent thing to get into. And I like the idea of, if you're not ready just to jump in like that with big chunks of money, just get started, man. Just like the same way we do things like Stash and Robinhood and Acorns. You do your $5 a week or something like that. Just do that. Get started. I mean, and then once you get started and then you start seeing how things work, then you could always just do more. And I do like the fact that he said this is the thing where you can use it like a regular debit card. That was one of my fears about it in the beginning. Well, one, that it was so many of them, and how do you know what to invest in? You invest in the crab buck, and then all of a sudden, crab bucks ain't no good no more, or something else. So I agree with what he said. Go ahead, take your time, get in it. Do your due diligence, your research. He started to say something. I cut him off, and I can see he probably lost his signal, or maybe his phone died. But if you come back, you're always welcome to come back. But yeah, do your due diligence. Go to YouTube University. You can learn anything on YouTube. You can learn about crypto. You can learn about video editing. You can learn how to change the brakes on a car. You can learn anything. So go to YouTube. There's people always willing to talk about it. Paul got his group, the TrendnUp group, which again, I put the link in the chat. I think I did. Well, I did earlier, but I got to go ahead and throw it back up here. But it's lots of things to do. All right, here we go. Because Bitcoin should be treated like savings. You don't want to spend it. There you go. So you throw it in there, and then you don't want to spend it. Hey, because if you want to come on up, man, you can click the link. It's right here in the chat. And you can come and talk a little bit, man. Be glad to have you. But yeah, treat it like savings, because in my mind, it's like the coin is similar to a stock. You know, once I started thinking about that, then stuff changed. Because with stocks, the price fluctuates depending on what's happening in the world. As a matter of fact, right now, Tesla is about to go through, I think it's a 5-to-1 split. So every one share is now 5 shares. So it grows that way. Or you might invest in it. Like, let's say I started buying my kids stock in Disney. And, you know, I was putting a little $5 every 2 weeks in it or something like that. So they, you know, have a little something to start with. But as more Marvel movies come out, different things happen, the price just start to rise. So now the $5 I put in, now they worth $10. It may not be a whole share yet, but it's, you know, it's worth more. So we got to start thinking like that. So like investments like this is a good way to save, and you need to be able to access it. Now, I don't want to get started on the whole generational wealth thing, but to create generational wealth, you kind of got to start now. Start doing some little things and in educating yourself, because one big part of generational wealth is generational knowledge. So you got to pass down how to do these things. You know, for instance, let's say real estate. You know, I'm less risk. I like the idea of real estate. You know, having houses, having land, all of that stuff is stuff I can put my hands on. I'm old school like that. And I mean, it's not going to go away unless the world get destroyed and we all live in the metaverse. But I know they have digital land too. So basically what I'm getting to, though, is that whatever you choose to do, you got to learn about it. And the thing with the real estate, let's say if I want to buy tax sale stuff, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to somebody who's been doing tax sales and they know how to buy it, and ask them, how you do this, how you buy it, what we do. And I'll learn how to do it. Then once I learn how to do it, then guess who I'm going to teach how to do it? My children. And then they teach their children. And then they teach their children the technique that get improved upon with each generation. Now you got generational knowledge that they got passed down to create generational wealth. Yep. Oh, that's Paul sending me a message right now. It says internet. Oh, there you go. Big Cuz back in the house. Let me throw you on here. There you go. Big Cuz. What's up, man?
What's going on with you, brother? You doing all right?
All right. I got Paul up in here too. So I got some Titans. Some Titans over here. Hold on.
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties again. But
all right. Yep. This Big Cuz Evan Anderson. Evan, this is my homeboy Paul. You heard what we was talking about. What y'all got to add, man? Let's go.
So before I got cut off, internet just went out for some reason. We were talking about
because you were talking about Bitcoin. They ain't like it.
Talking about central banking.
Well, hold on, Paul. Before we jump down that rabbit hole, because I know you've been dropping some knowledge in here about treating it like savings and investing in Bitcoin. I'm gonna go ahead and let you throw out a little something, and then we can jump back to Paul where he can educate us on what he knows.
Oh, it's all along the same things. I think what people have to, one of the most important things that people need to understand about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency overall is that you have to start investing your time into learning what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like that that's the absolute must. Like crypto isn't going back inside of the box. You know, you're not going to be able to put it back inside the tube. It's here to stay. So
Right.
people need to go ahead and start adopting the mindset that it's going to be here to stay, and so that they move accordingly. If you don't do nothing but spend 15 minutes a day learning more about what Bitcoin actually is, and how it works, you're not taking the time to invest in your future, because
Right.
Bitcoin is the future. It's eating every single industry.
Oh
It's
yeah,
eating
everybody
them
getting
alive.
on it.
Yeah. So I mean, when you look at market cap and size of the industry and things like that, it's inevitable. It's literally going to eat everything. So the best decision that anybody can make is to go ahead and start investing time now
Mm-hmm.
into Bitcoin. Start investing that $5 to $10 or whatever you can afford to buy it. Buy it. Don't get your combo supersized. Use that $2 or $3 to buy some Bitcoin, because
Right.
over time it's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit your family, and it's an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to gain and build real wealth.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Hold on.
And
I give you one of them,
yeah,
cuz.
yeah, it's on. And I absolutely agree with the brother.
Mm.
And I know a lot of people uh say that, well, I don't have time. Well, 15 minutes a day. So I believe in dedicated, concentrated time.
You know
You
what?
take 15 minutes a day doing something.
I'm gonna tell you this, man, about not having time. And this is what I apply to everything. This is a concept I came up with called the in between. And the in
Hmm.
between is that period of time in between major things that you do. So, for instance, for me, I'm gonna tell you what my in between was. This is a perfect moment. I was getting my MBA, and we was at Disney. I took the kids. Me and my wife took the kids to Disney, and I wrote a whole thesis on my phone, standing in line to get on the ride. My in between was the time I got in the line to when I got on the ride. I did it on my phone. So what can your in between be? While you waiting in line at the grocery store, in between, because you ain't doing nothing but just looking at the sky. While you going from house to work. Most of the time, you know what we do? We sit there, we listen to the same old songs on the radio, or we tune in to hear what the gossip is. All you got to do is hit up YouTube University on them 30 minutes that you going and listen to what these people talking about. So it is time. We choosing to do other stuff with it. So
Absolutely.
definitely.
And I agree with you 100%. I I believe if a person gave 15 minutes a day,
Mm,
period, you know, every day, may skip a day or so because, we human.
mm-hmm,
Um, by the end of the week, it's not going to take you as long to find information.
mm-hmm.
And in a month, you'll begin to understand relevant information and process relevant information much more sooner by dedicating 15 minutes a day. Some people
Yeah.
can dedicate more throughout the day. Some people may say, well, I don't have 15 minutes a day. Well, then I would challenge people to reset their algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media apps that we use today, even Google
Mm-hmm.
uses an algorithm. That
Yeah.
algorithm basically shows you what you want to know,
They
what you
want
want
to.
to see.
Uh-huh.
So if you start looking up crypto on TikTok, stocks on
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, I guarantee you it's there. It's on
Oh, yes, a
Instagram.
lot.
It's on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. It's on Google. So
Yeah.
if you start applying and looking into these things, guess what's going to happen? The more and more information is going to pop up. So now, yeah, you're going to get those funny videos of the guy telling you about his daughter and how she do his
Mm-hmm.
crazy kids, and you're going to see the little kids do funny things. You're going to see the island boys too. But now, every now and then, you're going to see more about crypto. Now,
It's
every
gonna
now and
pop
then, you're
up.
going to see more real estate. Now, every now and then, you're going to see, and the more and more you tune into these things, the more and more you reset your algorithm to a different mindset, a
Yeah.
different level of information that you did not know that you can unlock by simply searching a few times 15 minutes a day change a person's life. I
That's
believe.
true. Seek and ye shall find.
And
You
then
know
what's
the
eventually going to happen, what happened with me is I
mm,
started with 15 minutes a day. And now it's kind of like every time I get a little chance, I'm so excited. I'm want to check out something about stocks. I want to check out something about
mm-hmm.
about crypto. I want to check out something about something else a few other things that I'm looking at. So now it becomes now a way of life for me, and it's not about them. And I still enjoy stuff. I
Yeah.
still go out a little bit, still go out of town, still enjoy my life. It doesn't change anything that I've been
Mm-hmm.
doing. Anything help me do it at a better level.
You know, it's to me, it's like finding things that don't benefit you and reducing it. Now, I'm not going to say cut it out, but just
Reducing.
reduce it. And the more you start digging into this stuff, then you start getting hooked on it. And now it's taking over more. So I'll put that on, some of everything, man, just trying to just learn. That's what I want to encourage our people to do. Just learn. Cause we don't take the time to learn and talk to one another. And now some of us do, just like we're doing now, but there's a huge
Right.
sector of us. And right now I'm just saying, us black people, black men, that's what this whole channel is about. We isolate ourselves. And that's what we talked about in our book study Thursday with the 48 Laws of Power, that basically isolating yourself is dangerous. And that when things start getting bad, resist the urge to isolate yourself, but reach out to acquaintances and interject yourself in new circles. So the new circle is crypto. You got two powerhouse people right here. If you're watching the replay or if you own these people here, that I know if you shoot them a message with a question, you will get an answer. You will get it. And they will tell you exactly how to do it, where to do it, how much to do it, way to go. I know that for a fact because I done talked to both of them. So man, we done been on for about an hour, man. We getting down to the end. So I'm gonna throw the last words. We'll let Big Cuz Evan, you got something you want to say to the folks while we wrapping it up?
Oh no, I mean, it's just all about obtaining more information. I mean, like for the folks who go to college, you go to college and you go learn a curriculum to learn how to get to a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin is the answer to getting to a point in wealth. Like one of the ways I want you guys to like really think about this is like this is technology.
Mm-hmm.
Technology is taking over everything. We've watched it happen a lot over the last 10 to 15 years when the internet. This is continued technology on your finances.
Mm-hmm.
Uber seemed like it came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Airbnb seemed like it came out of nowhere.
That's right.
All of these new technology-based things in common industries that we've been used to, but the technology is getting so good until it's making these things better.
Yeah.
So with your finances, with your money,
mm-hmm.
it's technology on your money. That's what the blockchain is.
Yeah.
That's what Bitcoin is. It's technology on your money so that your money can work better.
Yeah.
So that you have crooked politicians taking your money and nobody knows where the money is missing. There's no money missing. No money is missing on the blockchain. You can see everybody's wallet. It's public information.
Mm-hmm.
Every single transaction, you can see it. It's there. Now, you might not know whose name is that wallet, but it won't take long for people to figure it out. Like there's been recent hacks and stuff like that, where like last week, and I think it was like a $600 million hack.
Mm-hmm.
But the money's sitting on the wallet. Everybody's watching this damn wallet now because it's got $600 million. The person can't even spend the money.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just smarter money, guys. You gotta just engulf yourself in it. You're not gonna have a choice. Either you're gonna engulf yourself in it, or you're gonna be engulfed by it.
True that. True that. All right, Brother Paul, what you got for us, man?
I just want to say, man, enjoy this journey. Like I said, we a month into a 6-month research for the central banking dollar. Let's not think that this is too much for us understand or
Mhm.
take advantage of. This is right in our hands. We can do this. Believe in yourself, because I believe that everybody has the ability to do this. So do your own research, build a network. My name is Paul Thompson on Facebook. You can send me messages if you have any questions, or are interested in the TrendnUp group. You can definitely contact me, and let's grow together and change some things.
I love it. I love it. All right. So let me wind this thing down. So we had a good time today. We talked about Bitcoin. We talked about crypto. We talked about how you get started, where you can find the information, what things you can do. So take heed to that. Now, this is not going to be the last time, because I'm going to get both of y'all to come back on again, and we're going to try to get into some intermediate things. Yeah, because you stepped in it now, so you here. And Paul was already here. So that's what we doing. Look forward to other stuff we're doing. I got a series that I'm running now, how to fix your own credit and things you can do. Y'all gonna follow me on a journey to buy real estate. We're gonna talk about how to do that. We growing over here. And please keep in mind, every Thursday at 7 o'clock, we doing a book study. Right now it's 48 Laws of Power. We're on law 18, so we still got plenty more to go. We sit here, we break it down, we go through it, we talk about it, and we talk about how it applies to your life and our life every day. And also on Saturdays at 11 with Doc and the Lion, we have a talk where we talk about men's issues, stuff that affects us and our families. So y'all tune in for any of that. If you got any questions, shoot me a message. Y'all check us out, Book of Man on Facebook and Book of Man on YouTube. So that's all we got. And we love y'all, and we out. Peace.